Hi everyone, it's Lauren with Right Light Studios here to bring you the second installment of Do-It-Yourself Project. Today I will be making some personal, practical, and really awesome coasters to put cups on your table. The tools you'll be needing for these awesome coasters starts with your cork, which you can get at a local craft store. You'll need something to cut with. The cork is soft enough to cut with scissors, but for an easier time, you can use an X-Acto knife. You'll need a photo of any size really, as long as your subject or what you want to focus on is in the middle of where the coaster will be. You'll need some varnish, which seemed difficult to find at first, but you can actually find it at your craft store, or if you have trouble at some craft stores, you can go to a place like Home Depot or Lowe's, and they'll definitely have it. And then something to glue it on with. And finally, you'll need something circular that you can trace on the cork and on the photo that will be wide enough to put underneath a cup for your coaster. Step 1. Take the object you'll be using to trace, and it's pretty simple. Trace it on the cork and on the photo. So after you've cut out the cork and the photo, what you can do to make sure that the coaster is a little sleeker instead of just having the cork is to get some sort of spray paint or paint and paint the cork a different color, and it'll kind of hide the fact that it was do-it-your-own project, and it'll make them really awesome. The next step is really simple. All you're gonna do is get your adhesive. Any type of glue will really work. I went for a little extra strength because I would want it to last. And you're gonna spread it onto the cork. So now that you've applied the glue, it's pretty simple to just slide the photo on top of the coaster and press down to make sure that it adheres well. What you can do at this point is you can look on the opposite side of your coaster and see if there's any photo going further, and you can trim up the edges so that there's nothing hanging off. And also what you want to do is you want to be creative. Coasters are usually circular, but what about trying a coaster in a different shape? And you can also make the photo in that shape too. It's as simple as making it a heart coaster, making it a star coaster, whatever you can think of. It's really open to your creativity. So once you've trimmed up all the sides, you have pretty much a coaster, but the biggest problem about this coaster now is that if you put a cup on it, you can mess up the photo. So that is what the varnish is for. And number one tip for varnish is make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, because there are toxic fumes as part of this. I am not right now. So you're just gonna give the coaster a nice thin layer of varnish. Varnishes come in both spray versions as well as almost glue versions that you would paint on with a brush. So either one works just fine. After I put this first varnish layer on, you'll notice that it's pretty glossy and wet, and you'll want to let it dry. The first layer, you're going to want to let it dry for a couple of hours, and then once that layer has dried, like my first test, you can add the second layer. And after you've added the second layer, just let them dry overnight to be. So that's how you make the personalized coasters. Make a great gift for people or for your very own house. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, so that you can follow our next do-it-yourself project next month. Share your photos and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/San Diego Photography. And also, if you have any do-it-your-own project that you're not quite sure about, make sure to email me and I'll be sure to give it a try. See you later, guys.